moving like, hey.
What up, Jonesy?
Hey, what a way to start a date. Go and say hi, she on her life. She too lit. Mouth too slick.
I know that.
Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got you in that stick for me.
Girl, let's give it nice.
It's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
The shade of left of me. Na.
Jonesy in the morning.
I'm sending Kia the thing.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. It must be the fucking ghost of her ex-husband trying to get his lick back. Bitch, don't get it with me, nigga. I'm just the messenger. He's like, that's the problem, bitch. Let the dead rest.
But this is for you. You did so.
I don't know why that happened, or
you have your camera on?
Trying to do sound effects and be grown. I don't know.
Do you have your camera on?
Yeah, you don't see me?
No, you're black to me.
I mean,
a black screen.
really? Can y'all see me?
Can you see me?
I see you.
Weird.
They see me. They see both of us. I see dead people. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Kia said we see y'all. Kia, I emailed you. Oh, I know what that was.
What?
That was the spirit of talking about R&B Divas, New York.
You didn't get a popping bottle.
I did. I got a disrupted show. Wow. Do you think that's a signal?
I don't know, but when I entered, it said disconnect for both you and Kia. And I'm like, what? Where did they go? And it restarted. And since it disconnected both of y'all, nobody was here.
Mo James said, Kia husband coming for us. No, he not. Because I rebuke thee. Bind up every spirit, Lord. Keep them up there. Start a spades game up in heaven or whoever's down there. I don't know. And I don't know nobody because love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn. That bottle popping was crazy. But that's why I have to say, Kia. Kia said, stop that shit. I don't know what that is. They said, the spirit of that ankle monitor is in full effect. I am
Kia, you gotta hurry to get up here.
Hurry up, Kia. We can't wait for you. I mean, we can wait. We got a whole hour, but we gotta get you.
I'm gonna refresh my screen.
Bottles popping, lives are dropping. I don't know, and I don't need to know. Well, I know. All I motherfucking know is That's all I know. That was Mercury retrograde. Yup, going hard. Retrograde still in. Yup. I don't see email saying here. I don't see link. All right, hold on. Because with my slow Wi-Fi, he out here cutting the grass. Kitty's here.
Yeah, it does not allow me to see you. I don't know why.
Retrograde. Trying to get his last little lick. So she's definitely in the chat. We just trying to get her up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now we only got 50. We had 100 or something.
They coming back.
Get on up now, Joe, to see you and me. Oh, you gotta get on up. Everybody grab somebody. Turn this live stream into a party. Oh, you gotta get on up now. She was good on the iPhone. I wanna say iPhone. Sure look good tonight. So damn fine. Everyone is welcoming Queen Kia, Mother Kia. I don't see you. I see you in the chat. I don't see you here. This is the weirdest thing. She says she's backstage. Am I not seeing something? I don't see any more. I don't see any more. Giddy, you want me to send? Oh, Giddy left. I'm going to send him the link too. And maybe. I hate my phone now. Every time they want you to upgrade, they start with the backdoor bullshit. Yeah, but I sent him the link. The same link that I sent Kia. All right, everybody, it's 11:11. Make our collective wish that Kia gets back to us where we can see her and hear her. Amen. Thank you, Love Jay. Oh, wait. Hold on. This might be my fuck up. Hold on, Kia. I might have sent you the wrong link. I don't know how. StreamYard.com/ X. All right, let's see. No, I know. I just sent you another one, Kia. All right, here she is. That was my mistake.
Oh, good. Can you
All right,
hear
here
me?
she is.
Can y'all hear me?
That was my mistake.
Oh,
Okay. All right, here she is.
Can y'all hear me?
Yay!
And
Listen, how was last night?
I had fun. I don't drink usually, so I had some Crown Royal and cranberry, and I had a good time. Mook Diamond treated me real good. Hollywood Chuck, I had a good time.
What happened when you saw him? I said, "What's up?" What he say? He
I
said,
didn't
"What?"
even get to tell him. Hollywood Chuck
Okay,
was
good.
lit.
Okay. Okay,
He
good.
had a great time.
And that's the point. So first of all, everybody, this is Kia Jefferies, the R&B singer from Put It in Your Mouth, and the entrepreneur that we did not know was the entrepreneur that she is.
Yeah. I say
And
entrepreneur.
entrepreneuress.
Yeah, egress, yes. Entrepreneur.
And newest owner of Salsa Con Fuego up in the Bronx.
No, I don't own it. My people own it. I don't own Salsa
No,
Con
you
Fuego.
go hard for that motherfucker like you own it.
That's my folks that own it, and it's great to see Black people, owning some iconic stuff. So, that's my people's, and I'm going hard for them, and they are still dealing with the drama. So if we need petitions signed, I need y'all to sign these petitions, because for whatever reason, the brown people is mad that the Black people got the place. I don't know why there has to be the division with the Black and the browns, and it's really, really upsetting. They're going through some drama right now.
Put some ice in their drinks. That'll
What?
slow them down.
Calm them down. But no, it's a nice club, But yeah, I'm getting into this promotion thing now. I'm about to be a promoter. I'm thinking about being like a booking agent. I'm working what I gotta work. I have a dope artist, Denim, that I'm managing, and a couple of other artists I'm mentoring. So I'm outside.
And you've got your boyfriend or your husband or your guy's memorabilia.
Yes, the Collector's Boutique in Mount Vernon, right downtown Mount Vernon. Comic books, coins, trading cards, rare toys, all type of collectibles, even furniture. If you guys have any collectibles you want to get rid of or consign, come up and see me. 5 West Prospect Ave, downtown Mount Vernon, right by the police precinct. Right there. If y'all know Mount Vernon, you know where the Dunkin' Donuts and the McDonald's is. One right there, one right there. So it's right there. Come see me. We open
So
every.
listen, I'm
Yeah.
sure that by now you've seen the comments because you were in the chat section and you've seen people talking about the interview on Pink Champs that will be available on Saturday to non-members and is available immediately to members.
Okay.
And they have questions, but let me just applaud you again because it was such a great watch. It was.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it.
It was entertaining without you trying.
It was fun just doing it and just chilling with you, and we were sipping, and then you got my lips going even more. So it was nice. It was nice.
And thank you for sharing, and thank you, Giddy. Thank you for helping to get this thing back on.
Hey, Kia. Thank you.
Thank you.
So they're saying they plan to visit your shop the next time they're up there, and they need to get with you. They have a collection of old magazines, Kia.
Yes. Okay. Let's do it. I love it. And everything has value. I'm learning, I got this store about maybe 6 months ago, about 6 months ago. And I had to fix it up. It was just a comic book store. Now it's a collectibles store. And I even have a little boutique in the back with, one of a kind accessories and clothing. So
now, would you ever put anything on display that's not for sale just so that people can see and maybe take pictures in front of? And
yeah, I do. And I would. I have my own Cabbage Patch doll named Miles who's up there. I'm not selling him, but I put him up there. We have some other Cabbage Patch dolls in the box that we are selling. But my Miles is just there for display, just to hang out with his
people. I think that would be dope because if you guys have, this is how you can be a part of things, right? If you have things and you would like them to be displayed and not necessarily sold, right? Come and be a part of the moment.
Yeah.
Reach out and maybe for a month or 2 weeks or whatever, have your stuff featured in there.
Yeah, because we have a nice window. And people walk by, like we're right downtown. We're right near the Metro North and the buses. And, there's a smoothie shop right next to us. And I mean, our block is lit. Like I said, the police are right there. The marshal is right in the same building. So we got traffic all day and all night.
And that would help. Like that will bring more visibility because they'll see you guys Cabbage Patch and your Easy Bake Ovens and your
all that. Like we have doll houses and all that. Yeah, bring all that good stuff. And every Tuesday we have Tasty Tuesday down there where either I might cook or I might bring in a chef. I might have a food truck pull up. Anybody that wants to talk about their book, Jonesy, you should come down and just do a meet and greet. That would be dope in Mount Vernon and let the people see you and say, hey, Jonesy.
You know what? I will, because I'm up there anyway when I do the podcast.
Right.
And I'm up there every Friday to go see Make My Fish.
Yes, and you bring your fish. And we could just do a put it in your mouth tasting with the fish. I love fish. So
Make My Fish.
Yes.
And there's another fish market up there that wants to battle them.
Okay. I love that.
We want to battle.
Speaking of battle, we had to move the date for the 30-year anniversary of the Put It In Your Mouth song that Akinelli's coming up here for at Salsa Con Fuego. But we have a cushion combat. It's something that we are doing. It's like an elevated pillow fight in the ring. So anybody that has a beef with someone, you want to call them out, we are your people. Do a cushion combat. It's no boxing. It's just with a pillow with a handle. And it's dope. People are having a ball with it. We have some battle rappers that are going to be battling on September 29th. That's a Tuesday. But we can set up separate events. We can bring the ring to you. We have our own ring. So, I'm getting into all type of stuff. Shout out to Bree Competition Wrestling, who is my partner. That's Anthony Cole. And we got a lot going on. Shout out Pretty Jade for making the connections. She's the
that does sound fun, and that is super dope. And that opens it up for people that don't necessarily got boxing or fighting skills per se. but got a lot of built up animosity.
Exactly.
Resentment. Yep, I love that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be September 29th.
29th. That's a Tuesday, September, the last Tuesday of September.
Okay. All right. When you get the flyer for that, please send it on.
I shall.
So
And
Mo
I'm
James-
gonna see you at Ted Smooth's 40-year anniversary. I'm coming, I'm gonna be outside. Ted Smooth,
good.
my DJs too. So we're gonna hang out. That's in August. So
that's dope. I will definitely be there. That's August 20th. And
yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
day.
we're gonna turn up. You're turning up.
Um
Are you coming into the city today for the Katona Park thing?
Today, no, I have a business meeting with a former colleague, a former Syracuse fellow classman, former boyfriend, who's started a new security business. So hopefully he'll come on and advertise, but he's going to take me to dinner to tell me about the business.
I love that. That.
So
I know you busy, booked and busy always.
We have to keep finding ways to reinvent ourselves since they keep taking opportunities from us and making life harder. And I'm getting older and I don't got time for hard. So
okay. Did you tell them about the thing that we're doing? I don't want to say it if you didn't tell them.
What?
In Atlanta?
Oh, I did early this morning. Cadillac Chronicles, and they were like, how do you just say that so nonchalantly?
Okay.
Because my girl is the plug.
I am the plug. Okay.
You really are the plug to all things. And I want to ask you this. We were talking briefly about R&B Divas New York, and I was saying, when I was telling Nikki was asking me how I felt about, I put together a list, and she was asking me how I felt about everybody, and I said, you have story. You don't need necessarily big record catalog, right? Because that one song with Akinelli is stamped.
That's crazy.
It's stamped. But you have beyond music, actually you have a personality and you are a testimony or a testament, whatever the word is, of how to work it when the songs are not singing, right?
Yes.
You keep reinventing, and you have such a storied past that people didn't know about. So I'm so excited to have sat down with you for Pink Champs. But even after, so my first question is, and then we're going to get into Mo James's questions about some things you said in the interview. What would you be looking to get out of R&B Divas New York? Or if not R&B Divas New York, I'm a 90s girl, New York.
My main thing is, so it's funny. I have my headliner for my event is Capella Gray. A lot of people say, who is that? And every time I say his name, it's like, I would say 9 out of 10 times people say, I don't know who that is. And he's my headliner, so I feel away. But he has the song, Gyalis. I see her, she came with her. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know the song, Life of a Gallus, it's a reggae joint, and it's very popular. Chris Brown got on the record and everything. It came out a few years ago, but it's like a huge record. But he does not have name recognition. And I said, we have the same problem, little bro. You know what I'm saying? They know, put it in your mouth, even more than they even know Akinelli's name or my name or whatever. Right. So I need people to know who is Kia Jefferies. I need them to know my face. I need them to know what I look like, what I'm about, who I am. I'm not just the put it in your mouth girl, as they call me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that would be the thing, to kind of mesh it together, even to know that the group Forecast that I was in the 90s is, they had the girl that sang to put it in your mouth was in Forecast. And it was like, at the time, it was so taboo to have a record like that the girl group didn't want to associate with the record. So that's kind of
your record wound up being bigger than that group.
Way. But we never had a video. So you never saw who was singing that song. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody, Kim from Harlem, Mo James, Mob, Jackson, everybody. Love y'all.
So good. So where I'm like, you're not gonna have a problem with sharing your journey and also documenting where you are currently
No,
Were you to be
I can't
invited?
wait. And we're not gonna fight, right? Nobody's gonna be fighting, right?
I'd rather walk away.
Okay. As long
There's
as
different ways to get ratings, in my opinion.
yes, yes. I don't
Yeah,
want to fight.
we're fighting the world. Like, it's so hard
Exactly.
being black. I'm tired of being black. Like, I'm literally exhausted.
It's already spiritual warfare out here. I gotta wear my hazmat suit, as I call it, 24/7. Right.
Yeah, I don't
Crazy.
want the fighting. And
Yeah.
even if, well, yeah, I'm not gonna put any other names out there. Okay, so let's move on. So during your conversation with us during Pink Champs, as a women were there too, you said a lot of things that we didn't know about. You said you were a victim of abuse.
Yeah.
And when you got to the point where you knew you needed help, one of the people you reached out to was Deb Antony, Waka Flocka's mom.
Yeah.
I didn't interrupt. I let you talk because you were giving good show, right? But now people have questions, and Mo James's first questions is, why go to Deb for help? Because we were like,
Deb Atney is a mom. She is a motivator, as far as I thought at the time. I met her through my cousin.
This the same Deb Antony from Love and Hip Hop, y'all. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
But this is before she was on there, right? This is when we were all living in Atlanta. So, she was somebody that I thought might be able to help. I don't know. She was talking a good game. I thought it was like sisterhood and everything. And I needed some help. And, my mom wasn't there. Nobody was in Atlanta with me. I don't have any aunties or any relatives or anything like that in Atlanta. I moved there like for the industry. You know what I mean? I got kind of bamboozled, to move there for the industry. It was Stevie J, Rodney Jerkins. They were the ones like, yeah, come to Atlanta, it's popping. You get your shit off, whatever. So I moved to Atlanta, on that. And
so after everything happened, did she ever reach out to you and say, I didn't know you was going through that?
She didn't. I ran into her at a like a seminar or something that was in Atlanta. And I guess, maybe I'm too real sometimes because, she was on a panel and they were talking about sisterhood in the industry and all of this stuff. And I went and got on the mic and had a question. I was like, so, you guys are talking about, sisterhood and everything. And, Deb, I just wanted to know, like, what happened when I asked you, I needed help, you didn't even, and that's what I said, like, you didn't even circle back to find out, was I okay? Was I dead or alive? People were saying stuff like, oh, Kia Jefferies, oh, they let you out of jail and stuff like that. I was never locked up. I was never arrested. People just assume stuff.
They'll learn the story when they watch Pink Champs. But when you asked her that question in front of the seminar people, what the fuck did she say?
She was embarrassed. And I really wasn't trying to embarrass her. I really was trying to get to like, ladies, can we do better for each other? I really was just trying to get that across. You know what I'm saying?
Did she say you could have pulled me to the side to get that across?
I think that's what she wanted to say, but she was just like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't hear from you again. And I definitely caught her off guard. And I apologize because I can be blunt, but Aries, we are Rams, and I apologize, but that is our nature. We go head first, we jump off the roof, I apologize.
That's right. Al said, stop right there, Jonesy. That's the show. She's an R&B diva. She's gold.
Thank you.
Or a 90s girl, because again, I don't have last say, but I do have 90s girl coming.
All right.
So I'm glad that you approached her. And you know what? You might not have gotten that real of an answer had you pulled her to the side.
Maybe. I mean, there was really no answer. And I just really wanted her to be aware that, we got to check on each other. Because, like, I told you how old girl, killed herself during the pandemic. The lady that interviewed me on Mona's show, I can't remember the name of the show right this second, but, the show with all the journalists, the female journalists. It only had
the blogging show?
Uh-huh.
With Kim Osario and all of them?
Yeah, I was on that show.
Who killed herself?
The girl, Jazz. She called herself Jazz. Oh God, I'm sorry, Lord.
Somebody do the research, please. Is
Please,
Tracy
real
in
quick.
there?
Jazz Fly is what she called herself. Jazz Fly. She's the one. She brought me on that show. Choke No Joke is the one that set that up. Actually, the girl got my number from J. Cole or something. J. Cole, like it was a whole J. Cole, Choke No Joke, Jazz Fly ended up with me on that show. They interviewed me. I was on a few episodes of that show, asking me. I was still wearing the bruises from being beat all in the face when I was on that show. And a couple of years later, quarantine came with the COVID, and she actually committed suicide. So we got to do better by each other as women, as Black women. We have got to do better.
I had no idea.
Yeah, she's unmarried. She didn't have children. And I guess the loneliness, and sometimes we have the loneliness inside our own heads, So I empathize so bad with that. And I feel so bad that I didn't even stay in touch with her, or like I did a little bit, but not enough, apparently. And I just,
But you didn't know her. It's not like
not
you
like that. I didn't.
Right.
But
So you weren't expected. The people that were her alleged village or supposed purported village, they got blood on their hands.
Yeah, I literally called Mona like, yo, Mona, what happened? Like tight. Like, why wasn't she with you during the quarantine? I felt away, and I'm sorry to be naming names, but,
No, it's fine. I'm glad that you did, because Mona brought me up there to be on that show, to, I guess, interview me. But
right.
The guys whose show it was, the actual guys whose show it was, wanted Star and Buck Wild, and I guess they were in the Star and Buck Wild. They're very polarizing. So you either love them, or you don't. So because me and Star, they obviously didn't want me. I didn't understand why you would have a man on a show with all female bloggers and personalities, but I'm glad now in hindsight.
Type of messiness is what I was getting from that. Because, that side of it was messy, with the Steph Lover and all that. It was a little messy.
Yeah, and I'm like, that didn't, like, what? But anyway, so, wow.
Yeah, so that was the only reason why, I really wanted to, speak on it, because,
But when they saw your bruises, were you hiding the bruises under makeup, or were they visible? And
I put makeup on it, but you could still see it. If you watch, the episodes are on YouTube, guys.
But did anyone offer you help or ask, bitch, what's going on, bitch? Who we fighting?
No. I mean, they knew. I mean, they kind of knew what I had been through a little bit.
So they were just using you for ratings.
Period. And they did not pay. They did not pay me.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you at least get money? Because what the fuck else are you going there for?
But I blame Choke for that. I blame Choke because he should have made sure that there was some type of financial. But he was trying to help get me, get my story out there, and get me some type of, start getting people to know who I am, and not just.
But safety first. Like, getting you some money would have maybe helped you get out of your situation sooner.
Yeah. Yes. But I mean, everybody, has their self-serving moments, because, Choke is a, kind of a blogger, journalist guy too, building up his, his content and stuff, and I, that's my boy. I ain't talking shit about him. I love him.
I mean, me and him had our words when Black Rob died, because everybody was, I don't even remember honestly how his name came up, but they were saying that somebody donated money for the funeral and the money never got to the funeral. And I don't even remember how Choke's name, but me and him had words. But since then, he has posted some footage of me at the Hot 97 Players Ball, and I didn't feel any animosity. So I'm guessing me and him are over that rough patch, but it just feels a little weird. And I don't like men not understanding that while y'all are trying to help, sometimes there's two tiers of help, right?
Yeah.
We always, as artists, we're always on. We're always Did we capture that? Did we get that? Are the mics on? Are we on the air? We're always trained by nature to be that, but I needed him to be a little more, are you safe? Where are you going to sleep tonight? And do you have money, food? And, you know, who's like, I needed that.
He's not the most sensitive guy, you know. But a lot of men, you know, I find a lot of men are very, you know, insensitive to women even more these days, you know.
Yeah, they're anti. I feel like it's not even insensitive. They're fucking anti.
Yeah, what is that
so this is after Choke No Joke. We're not talking about Choke No Joke.
Yeah, we're not talking about you, Choke.
We're talking in general right now.
Yes, yes.
Men hate
especially
us.
Black men. They are mad at women right now. They are, you know, there's no fucks given. Can I curse on it?
I mean, I guess we'll find out when it says community strike. I don't know. No, this is new territory for me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So wait, Moby Jackson says he does talk highly of you, Jones. Never knew y'all had words. But it was, you know what? Everybody was mad when Black Rob died, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
I credit that situation. That was a one-off because I have no problem with Choke No Joke. Back in the day, we were good, and I think we're good again. I just needed her to, you know, I just need to know why he didn't do a little more. But it's all right. You're like,
that was just a bad situation. That was so bad. I was in Atlanta, and I knew what was going on at the time, you know.
Yeah, we were all mad when Black Rob died because we were like, even though he was sick, he was still working hard.
Yes,
working, taking gigs, knowing that he was barely able to stand up, right? So
and he was being
that
taken
is why I
advantage.
can't even remember again how Choke No Joke got into the mix, but whatever. We're moving on. Yeah, we will learn later on that he was being taken advantage of, and I don't even know if the family got what they were supposed to get money-wise from all the donations, because a lot of rappers stepped up. No. But I want to get to the rest of the questions so I can remove and put other people's questions up. The girl that was with you when shit went down that night, I don't want to give up too much information because I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't seen Pink Champs yet. Do you still talk to her, the one that ran, and did she say why?
No, we were not friends. She was just someone that I brought because I didn't want to bring a dude to antagonize the situation more. So I just kind of grabbed up a chick that was like around. If you know Atlanta, you know, there was these studios that there's like 1 million studios in one big warehouse building. And she was just a girl that I, you know, would see sometimes. It wasn't a friend.
So that's why she got the hell up out, because there was no loyalty, right, from her.
Pretty much. Wow. Pretty much.
And you still don't know what the cops wanted to tell you?
Girl, no. Like what he said, no, I never got that. What's crazy is, you know, I don't even know. I'm gonna share it because that's what I do. I got approached by some cops from Long Island at my store in Mount Vernon recently. And I'm gonna just leave that there. About that situation.
All right, we're not going to talk too much on here.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, man.
if you're
be quiet for a second, okay.
So if you are approached by, say, family members or anybody, friends of your ex, after they watch our interview on Pink Champs, do you imagine that you will be approached, or?
I don't think so. I still go to Brooklyn and keep my head on a swivel whenever I'm there. When I'm in Brooklyn, I definitely, you know, and I make sure that I'm like not alone type, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I think they're okay. You know, my son does have dealings with them. You know, he was at Juma with them this year. You know, they're Muslim. So, you know, I don't think so. And I am hoping for the day that I can at least talk to his mom, which was my mother-in-law. You know, and I've asked, you know, what's up, if she was ready. And apparently this year she still wasn't ready yet. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, and the older folks, they be stuck in their ways. But again, there's probably stuff she might have seen stuff, you know what I mean, and didn't do enough in her mind and thinks that all of this could have been prevented and he might have still been there had she as a mother. I'm just thinking out loud that maybe there's some other stuff that she got to work through.
And I can't say anything because I'm a mother of a man, a young, you know what I mean? So however she has to deal with it, you know, I'm still sad about the whole situation, of course. You know, it'll never leave me. It'll always haunt me. But, you know, hopefully I'm here to help other people not go through this.
Yeah, because there were many, many red flags. Kia, they want to know if your son has a relationship with her.
Yes, with the mother, with his grandmother. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so
like I said, they went to Juma. They went to Juma this year together. Beautiful pictures that he sent me.
What's Juma?
That's the Eid, the end of the fasting that the Muslims do every year.
Oh, she's
and they
Muslim?
have a whole celebration. Yeah, my husband was Muslim, and his mom and all his brothers and sisters, they're all Muslim.
Okay.
They were raised in the Muslim.
So. All right. So, and they say congratulations on his achievements because despite all that shit you was going through, bitch, you still raised a rock star.
Okay, that's my baby. That's my only child. So yeah.
But still, you know what I mean? It could have went either way. He could have been.
No, you are right. And he's had, he's had his moments because he's been angry. We both had a little bit of therapy, probably not enough. You know how Black people are with the therapy thing.
I mean, it's also sometimes the co-pays filling up my gas tank. The co-pay filling up my gas tank. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And
yeah, there is a heavy.
There's still a stigma that, you telling our family business and
I get it, but I don't know how else to be except a real person. And I'm alive for a reason. I really, so yeah, I apologize to anybody that this hurts. I know his ex-wife is particularly been vocally, offended by me talking his other son, my son's brother, who is, from his ex-wife.
The one that showed up at your door?
The ex-wife that showed up at my door, yeah. Her son, who's older, obviously older than my son, he's in his 30s. He's very upset about whenever I speak on it at all, ever. He'll hit me in my DM, he'll text my phone or whatever, upset or whatever. But
well, I mean, that's understandable, but
it is.
Don't necessarily call me, right?
I mean, I get it, and he says stuff like, only God knows what really happened.
No, we kind of know.
And he's right.
We kind of know.
Yeah.
Did the doctors ever document your pictures?
Yeah, I got some pictures. I still have fragments of like stitches and staples in my head.
So that ain't only God knows.
Yeah. But, on a lighter note, everybody seems to be thriving still. When my son was with them, they all looked great and healthy, and look like they're doing well. So I'm glad for that.
Good.
And, I wish everybody just the best. I don't.
You just want to move on. Like, just move on.
Huh?
Just move on. Just move on.
Yeah. But somebody put in the chat about a heaviness. Yeah, I am changed for life because of that situation, obviously, and I don't overthink about it every day, but it's crazy,
So would you ever get married again?
To the right man. To the right man. Yes.
Do you Do you think that, would you ever date outside your race?
I tried that when I was young. I probably not white, not white, but possibly, you know, yeah, maybe,
Okay. She's open.
maybe. Right now, I'm in a relationship, situationship, you know. So
And just take one day at a time. No
that's all we
expectations.
can do.
Yeah. Kia, I hope if you take anything from this chat, this is from Al,
Yeah,
is that we salute you for your
I like.
story, your strength, your vulnerability, and your willingness to help steer the next generation forward.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so I want to talk about something. Can we talk about the spin that song for a second? How y'all feeling about that? Did y'all talk about that already?
Well, we talk about it from time to time because obviously we're of an older age and we know that that's a distraction and we got a bigger fight right now.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I have people. I've been accused of being a hypocrite because I don't really care for I don't want the song played at my events. Put it like that. I've told the DJs, please don't play that. And they're like, really? Oh, you did put it in your mouth, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but not quite the same. Yeah, maybe the recklessness of how I said what I said, how Akinelli said what he said, but it was sexual. It was not, promoting, thievery and
And jail time.
get yourself locked up, jail time, go out here and put stuff in your bag, boosting, things of that nature. So, I don't think it's the same, sexual freedom versus criminal activity. I mean,
It's not the same. You putting it in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's your choice.
Right. And we choosing to do what we want sexually. We are not,
And you were grown.
As business owners, we don't want somebody coming into our business with a messed up credit card or, trying to get over on anybody, and stuff like that. So I just don't want to promote that. Yeah, Jodeci 9898. How do people equate sex to robbing someone?
It's people trying to make excuses. That's what it is. They don't.
But I get attacked all the time. I get attacked. They attacked girl that sampled the put it in your mouth sample. I'm not the finest girl in your video.
India Irie,
because she was upset about the song, and they said, yeah, but you used to put it in your mouth, sample on your.
And what she said,
and she was like, that has nothing to do with it, and that sample is not. We sampled someone. We sampled the group Brick from back in the days, so it wasn't our even beat. You know what I'm saying? We sampled it.
I'm learning something new right now. But again, they just want to make excuses to be able to ravel in the ratchetness. And if they want to do that to me, this is why I don't get involved, because people gonna say what they want online and go live another life offline.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't asking me to contribute to a GoFundMe, because I got my own ratchetry that I have to be paying for.
No, that's true. But I try to help with the young ladies. They, they love my song. They love my, my story or whatever. So I get in there and just try to say, don't make everything so transactional. You know what I'm saying? Stop using your sexuality as, a credit card or however they put it these days. Like, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? We can, we're creatives, we're beautiful, we have many gifts out here. We don't only have to use our sexuality to get places in life. You know what I'm saying?
To succeed.
So we don't. Make these.
And I think I can't speak to everybody's situation, because there are some situations, and back when I was in college, girls would always say, oh, I'm only stripping so that I can make money to pay for school, right?
Right.
But right now, there's so many other ways. Social media has created so many other ways for people to make money, even online, that's just an excuse. You're doing it because you want to do it.
Right. And if you like dancing and stripping, rock out. We definitely out here. Freedom of choice is real. You know what I'm saying? But know why you're doing it. Hopefully you ain't being pimped. You know what I mean? Like don't be pimped.
And then that's the other thing. You got girls out here being trafficked unwillingly.
Yeah.
And no one's paying attention to that. Let's fight that.
Yeah, let's get out of that. So to that, shout out to Seeds for Growth and Development, one of the nonprofits that I do fundraising for, Keisha McCroskey in the Bronx. And her main thing is the trafficking of men, boys and girls have been trafficked and are trafficked, and women.
Yes.
So, yeah, she's very much into that. We do a lot for the people. We help people with clothing, food, transportation. We can help you if your lights are out or going out. You need help with your rent, whatever the case is. Hit us up. Hit me up. My social media is official Kia Jefferies on Instagram and Kia Jefferies 1, I think, everywhere else. Kia Jefferies Mateen on Facebook, if that's what you're doing. But yeah, man, I'm really about that life. And I work with a few nonprofits, actually sitting down with the Zulu Nation. Whole other crazy topic, but yeah, I'm working with the new Zulu Nation, and see how we can work together. Shout out to Rhonda, who she just does a lot out of her own pocket. So that's where my heart is now. Just
I was gonna say, if you had 24 hours and all the money in the world, what would your day look like?
Ooh, 24 hours and all the money in the world. I would be singing and giving. I would be writing songs and giving out, food and traveling to help people. I enjoy it. It gets me off to help people that are in need. It really does. So yeah, I would definitely be giving back, and helping these young people, because we have to, because the future, right? We're getting older. I'm over 50. So, we got to make sure that there is a future. So we have to embrace these young people and understand, bring some understanding. That's why I'm doing the 90s to now, so that there's no this break between us where, they too old, they don't know nothing. And us OGs saying, they young and silly and their music is all whack. That's not true. A lot of young people have great music. They're pulling from our stuff, just like we pulled from our adult, our parents and grandparents, from the 70s. We were pulling, stuff from the funk era and all of that. They're pulling from the 90s.
As long as they're not disrespectful and they do shit legally. Because there's a boy now named Fabo who went, and I guess because my album didn't publicly get as much knowledge, acknowledgement, or recognition, that he thinks he can just pull one of my songs and rap over it and put it out. I haven't said anything yet to him. I didn't DM or anything like that, because the business mind in me says, see where this motherfucker goes.
Right.
Because if that shit goes, you're going to spin that block and say, so here's what we're going to do.
Right.
You and me, we're both on tour, nigga.
No,
you and me, we both getting the Grammy, nigga.
Yeah, you got to play chess with it. You have to. And by me doing this Put It In Your Mouth EP, remix EP, I love where the ladies and gentlemen are going with it. I have one girl, her remix version says, put me in a house. And I'm like, okay.
I love that.
Say that. That's Erica Payne. Yes.
I just say, help me find a spouse.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And
that's so dope.
Mine is about food. I'm like, my mama left me in a house with no food, so I'm flipping it on that tip. So yeah, it's going to be fun. You got to flip the narrative. You got to constantly reinvent yourself. Somebody said, do I appreciate artists that are not getting as much recognition? I love great music. So, you know, everybody that's out there, you know, doing well. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the guy that I said is Capella Gray. You know, he has a new project out, and he's a little twisted in how he does his business or whatever. But you know, hopefully, you know, we got to stick it out with them. We can't just throw them away and say, oh, they this or they that, or even if they're disrespectful, we got to find a way to get around that because the men are disrespectful right now, right? But I still want a man, so I got to find a way to, you know, be patient, be, you know, resilient, be creative, be, you know,
Feminine.
give them grace. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have to figure it out. Yeah. Mary J's chicken.
They said if Make My Fish asked, could they put it in the mouth for a commercial?
Could
Could
y'all
you let
actually
them
do it? Yeah, we own the rights. You know, I own 40% of that song. So yes, let's do it. I have people inviting me to Cleveland to do a tasting of their barbecue in Cleveland at their barbecue restaurant. So yeah, we're going up. I'm taking the whole team with me to put it in our mouths.
Wow. I love it. I so appreciate you. We can go on and on, but we got to wrap the show. But
Yes.
before we do, please give everybody your social handles so they can know how to reach you.
Yes, official Kia Jefferies on Instagram, Kia Jefferies 1 on TikTok and Twitter, whatever X that is called now. I am on YouTube. I think it's Kia Jefferies 1 also. And Kia Jefferies Mateen, I think, is on Facebook. And yeah, hit me up. I'm right here. I'm between New York, Atlanta, and Florida. Yeah. And thank you so much, Kim from Harlem. You've been on here just, you know, saying wonderful things. I appreciate you. Amazon,
everybody on here.
follow me, and I will follow you back. And I'll see you outside. Let's do some things. If y'all are got nonprofits or stuff, hit me up. I want to work. Let's go. Thank you, Jonesy.
The amazing Kia Jefferies. I appreciate you, sis. I love you. I'll talk to you, of course, a little later on.
All right.
All right. Kia Jefferies, y'all.
Love y'all.
Let me get these applause.
I don't know how to exit.
So Love Jay, I don't know who he's from, where he's from. All I know is somebody DM'd me and they spelled it Phaebo. I don't know his affiliations. I don't know. He didn't have a lot of followers, but people were definitely commenting on the song of mine that he chose to rap on and still got me singing on it on the hook. Rain down on me from my head down to my feet. And you don't do that. And if he knew anything about me, which is why I know he couldn't have done his research. I'm not the artist whose song you just gonna pull and use without a conversation at the very least. And I don't care if you reached out to the producer of the song because I paid for that shit to be mine. So even though the producers that did what's that Changing Faces song that Aaliyah went and did, and after Changing Faces and Aaliyah died, they went and released the Aaliyah song. That ain't this. That ain't this. I'm very much alive, and after me, my kids, and so don't be thinking that you're gonna resell some shit that Motown and Universal already the fuck paid you for, and I had to reimburse out of my my budget back to pay for. You ain't got no rights to be going and selling the same track the fuck that you sold me. So unless everybody want to wind up in them very whitewashed courts, because I'll do it, leave Jonesy the fuck alone-zy. Leave my songs for me. Can I get some mileage out of these motherfuckers? Can't have nothing. Bitch tried to take my name, call herself Jonesy. I swooped down so motherfucking fast on her and Madame Noir magazine and the motherfuckers over at the wherever the Basketball Wives. That was Basketball Wives trying to play in my face because they didn't like how I was talking about Chad and all of them every day on my morning show in Philly. So they went and got a little girl who's trying to call herself Jonesy to be their moderator for their reunion show. You see how that shit worked out. Cease and desist, effective immediately. I'm not the one. Guys, thank you. I appreciate you for coming. I thank you for your summer hours grace. I thank you for your support always. The Cash Apps and the Zells go a long way. I thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you for your attendance at the watch party last night. Again, if you're a member, you have access to certain things before others. And if you're not a member, it's not too late to become one. Have an amazing weekend. I'll catch back up with you guys on, well, I'll probably be around throughout the weekend. This is my bougie weekend. And Kia popped back on the I'm about to bring you back up. No. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna let it slide. Stop. And I don't know if he released it, but you will be cutting a check. Because if I gotta fucking reimburse Universal for them songs, you don't get to just come and take some shit with let me try it out and see. Nope. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go have chat write me up the cease and desist right now. Y'all love y'all. Have a great day. The end.